Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Bethany Reptiles, and this is Mocha, my crested gecko. And today we are going to film a crested gecko care guide. So first off, crested geckos are also known as the eyelash gecko because they are known for their little eyelashes that they have on their eyes, similar to their crest. Where are you going? Their tail, if she had one, is prehensile, meaning it can grab onto things like a monkey. She dropped her tail, which if a crested gecko drops their tail, it will not grow back. See her little nub? Their tails are really pretty when they do have one though, but crested geckos drop their tail extremely easy. It is a defense mechanism to get away from predators. They're very jumpy. And they also have no eyelids. So they cannot blink, close their eyes, nothing, which is very different from a leopard gecko. Where are we going? Very jumpy. These guys were thought to be extinct until 1994. She clearly does not want to be in the spotlight right now. Until they were found on a research expedition. So these guys, one can be kept in a 20-gallon tank, preferably tall. Well, long, because they are arboreal, they can be up into a 29-gallon as well. And because they are arboreal, they need all the space upwards. They need lots of fake foliage, places to hide, a feeding ledge preferably to put their food in. I will show you an example of what her tank looks like towards the end. For crested gecko heat, they don't do well at high temperatures. It can actually kill them. So they need a hot spot of about 72 to 75, preferably not much hotter than that. And they need the gradient to cool down slowly to where they can thermoregulate. They're lighting, so they do not need UVB. You can offer it and it can be beneficial, but they do not need it. However, they do need a 12-hour day and night cycle. So that way they can determine when it is day and when they should be sleeping and when it is night and when they should be eating. Their humidity should be about 60% consistently, with a spike up to 80 to 90% at night. So what I do is I just spray it at night, every single night. And for their substrate, preferably a humidity retaining substrate, which I use coconut fiber. If they're babies, you can use paper towels to where you can keep track of their droppings and if they're eating, etc. And that way they do not ingest it. For crested gecko food, they mainly eat fruit, rotten fruit that has fallen on the forest floor in the wild. So to substitute that, we use a crested gecko, where are you going? Prepared diet. You want to jump on this? So this is Pangea. It is just a powdered diet that you mix in a little container with water, and you put it in their tank and they will eat it. It's great. And then 1 to 2 times a week usually you can substitute with insects. These insects can be crickets, mealworms, superworms, dubia roaches, waxworms, hornworms, silkworms, pretty much any of them. Just make sure you're dusting them with calcium or a multivitamin. As well as make sure you are spraying every single night, because they usually do not drink water out of a bowl, like standing water. They will drink water droplets off the leaves. Where you go? So if you do not do that every single night, they can dehydrate. They are extremely jumpy, clearly. So I wouldn't recommend handling for children because they are also very fragile. She's still a baby, so she will get much, much bigger than this. But their skin is extremely fragile, their tail drops really quickly, they jump a lot, and they can really easily get lost. So I would not recommend for handling for a child. Some decor that they need, that I would recommend, coconut hides. They're great, they're hanging hides. Stroodies bubble lofts are fantastic for them. Bamboo bars. I offer a water bowl as well, because sometimes they will get in it. They sometimes will go to the bathroom in it. And some will soak in it, so you never know. It's to the preference of your gecko. You can hand feed them sometimes if you wish. She's a great eater for insects. She knows when I'm going to bring them. It's fantastic. But I am going to show you what Mocha's tank looks like. Alright, so we have Mocha's tank. As you can see, I have a Stroodies bubble loft right here in the back, the blue thing. These are the bamboo bars that give them several places to climb. You see a Mocha right here struggling. I have her feeding ledge right here. I keep water in it as well. That way I offer water in several different areas. I have tons of foliage and a coconut hide back here in this corner, which I will link down below. I have a fake plant, or actually a real plant right here, which we are hoping I keep alive. I currently have isopods in my tank. We're going to see how that goes. If you look downwards, I have a skull, which is just for her to hide on the ground if she wishes. Some like to hide on the ground. Some geckos prefer to hide on the ground. I have a water bowl on the ground as well, just so if she wants to soak, she can. I have coconut fiber substrate, so eco-earth. I will also link anything that I'm mentioning down below. I have a real plant that I'm testing out. It may or may not work, but we're going to see if I can keep it alive. Various mosses in there. It works great as long as they are not eating on the ground. Moss helps keep the humidity up. I also have a little bridge that she loves. It's just a hanging bridge. I personally keep this little dish right here that completely detaches so I can clean it. But this is what I use for the bugs, so they can't escape, which is great. So all of her bugs stay right on in there for me, which I beyond love. Get this back in there. It's easy to clean, easy to pop out. I will also link her food dish below. You can get a single one, a double, various sizes. It fits the little smoothie dishes perfectly. It's fantastic, and you can get it in various colors. I absolutely love Stroodies on Etsy. I can't rave about them enough. I personally have a fogger in mine that is connected to a hygrometer, so it keeps the humidity at 60% at all times. It kicks the fogger on and off to keep it at 60%. I, every single night, will spray this down and give her a humidity spike up to 80 or 90%, and she'll drink her water off the leaves. It's because this tank, because it has a screened lid, it does let humidity out quite a lot. If you do a different type of tank with the Aquarium and the Gecko conversion kit from Geckos, the humidity stays pretty well in that, so you don't need a fogger in that one. Also, please make sure with light or with your heating element anyway, whether it's a ceramic heat emitter, a heat pad, a deep heat projector, etc., please always make sure you are connecting it to a thermostat. Always. Without a thermostat, unregulated heat will kill your gecko because these guys are extremely sensitive to overheating. It is very important, and it's very important not to let them get too cold either, and having a thermoregulation in there. So yeah, that's my tank setup. I hope you liked the video. Please like and subscribe, comment down below, and I will see you next time.